We are always looking for that next musky fix to quench that burning desire to find those unexplored, untapped places. These unexplored wild places, well, they do exist.
Here we go! Yeah! 1, 2, 3, 4! Come on! Let's go!
That was nuts. I mean, nuts.
Yeah! Alright!
Keys Outdoors Musky Hunting Adventures is brought to you by Great Clips, the Skeeter Boat Center, Engel Coolers.
Alright guys, so here we are, it's the middle of winter and finding myself staring out here at the small lake in front of my house. Can't wait for the spring thaw to begin, but you know, in the meantime, starting to plan and forge ahead new trips for next season, and kind of reminiscing with buddies about trips that we've had in the past. And you know, every single season I got a buddy that comes up in late fall, and he likes to fish for trophy fish, and as all of us do. But you know, he comes up and that's his one target mission, is to try and catch a trophy fish. His name's Tom Wahoviich, and Tom comes up every single season, and he comes up late October and or the beginning of November. You know, he gets in the boat and he's like a little kid in the candy store. It's kind of funny because first thing he's asking is, "Hey Dave, you know, what's the new baits that are out this year?" And he's always looking. And you know, a couple years ago we got on this small river that him and I got to get out for just a couple hours, and he was looking through and he's like, "Oh man, here, what is this thing?" And first thing he grabbed was the new Musky Innovation Swim Dog. And so I'd like you guys to come on a little journey with me here and see some of that footage. And I got another story for you when you come back. We're soaking suckers for the next couple days. It's fall time. It's the right time to get after it, chasing some big muskies and having fun soaking some suckers. Yep, he's with it. He's with it. He's with it. Bring her on out, Tommy.
Nice mid low 30s. Solid little river fish. Caught it on the Musky Innovation Swim Dog. Been casting it literally 5 minutes and this fish was all on it. Zero hesitation. Just chomped it up pretty good. Goes. That's that. Like I said, we've been fishing with that for about 5 minutes. I doubt he'll be taking it off. Funny story is fishing with Dave a couple years ago when he got his hands on some dying dogs, the prototypes. Same thing happened. 5 minutes into it, boom. You were purposely doing that with the camera. Oh, here we go. Nice fat river fish. The belly on her. I mean, she's not all that big, but you know, she's definitely got some girth on her. That's what happens here in the fall. Nice chunky fish.
So now we jump ahead to this season, and if you like big fish action, this one's sure to get your blood pumping. How close do you want me to get to him?
That's probably good until he moves so enough. Ready?
Yeah.
Want to be sure he's swimming away though. Make sure he's on there too. Oh, he's off, dude.
Come on. Alright guys, you know, a lot of times in the fall we're throwing these big giant heavy baits. Here we got a pounder, and a lot of people ask, you know, what is the best way to be throwing that without killing yourself all day? And what you want to do is find yourself a nice heavy rod. Here we got a Bulldog rod, and we got the extra heavy series, and you want to actually let the rod do the work. Get yourself a nice bit of line out like that. Get her, and I like to swing her back. Right, let your hands do the work right here. Throw that, load her up. Nice big sweeps. And change it up, give it some pulls. A lot of times right before we come back in, you can give her one nice big jerk at the boat just in case one's following. Get them going. Big figure eight. But just take that. I like to get her right to about where my reel is, so it's right with me. Let her swing back, load up. Keep her tight the whole way out. Keep you from getting them dog balls. Feel it.
There.
Huh?
There.
It's a fish on there?
I think so.
He might have popped the bobber, that's why you got so much line there, bud.
Right there. Looking right at him.
We're moving the whole time here.
He's swimming this way though. I don't know if he's dropping now.
Huh?
Can't tell what he's doing. He's just sitting there.
I'd rather save the sucker. Pull him up and net him.
What's that?
Net him. Yeah.
Almost had him. Oh, it's exciting nonetheless. Get some action. Saved the sucker off of it. See what kind of condition he's in. Yeah. Put him back out there.
Nice job.
I'm bored. Good calling, putting the pounder on, eh? What should we throw? There we go. Nice little fat fall fish. Up here in northern Wisconsin, good buddy Dave Brown. Dealing with the elements, as you can see. It's pretty chilly out here. We got a pretty stiff 20-25 mile an hour wind. Snowing out. Got this cold front. Just battling my element to see what we can do to scrounge a fish. Let me get this guy back. Cold water. Obviously gonna revive really well. Take off. No problems at all. But yeah, anyways, we're just out here grinding it out, just hoping to make contact with something, get a pattern going. I was throwing some smaller stuff. I was throwing the Dying Dog, Musky Innovations product. The Swimming Dog, I was throwing that. Throwing some smaller Bulldawgs as well, not the small size, but the the regular Magnum size. But just decided I wasn't making contact with anything, so I'd go a little bit bigger and grab this pounder, custom color by Team Rhinos Outdoors. And anyways, upgraded pounder. Had the pounder on for 5 minutes. Connected with that fish. I mean, she just crushed it. Couple of retrieves, and she has some hooks in her. T-boned it. She wasn't going anywhere, so hopefully this is a sign to come. Got about another 2 hours before we run out of daylight here, so make the best of it. Hopefully upsizing to that custom pounder was the ticket.
We're a little slow this morning getting up, but we're up and we're going to go chase some muskies around right now.
Just putting some batteries in the Ingle cooler. The Ingle cooler can store suckers up there. Just getting ready for the day. See if our suckers are alive. Oh yeah. All good to go. Should go for like 3 days solid without even have to worry about changing the batteries out.
All right, guys, I'll tell you what. Tom and I, we get together every season, and one of our favorite things to do is to go out and get a couple big suckers and run a couple suckers here while we're fishing. It just gives you that added advantage of sometimes hooking into a big fish. Lately, yesterday we had suckers out all day, nothing happened, and we got her on the pounder was the ticket. And sometimes, you know, it'll be the opposite. It'll be they're really after that live bait. So we like to have both this time of year, give us a little extra advantage. But we're going to rig that up here with a quick strike rig right now. Get in there, get a hold of these guys. We're using the Shumway quick strike rigs, and they're really quick. They're nice. You just poke these right in their nostrils here. Bing, bing. There it is. Come over here. And they got these nice side hooks, so the hooks stay close to the body. Just peel some scales back. Get them away. Come right in and just pierce it real lightly. Bingo. Just, you want to hook them real lightly, so when you go to hook these, when you go to set the hook on a muskie, you want this to break free. So just real lightly on the side, just get a little skin, bingo, and we're ready to go. This one we got set up on a bobber float system. We got one right here off the side of the boat, so when we're bringing, we want to be utilizing, as we're bringing our Bulldawgs or whatever we have in that we're using in the fall, as we're bringing those baits to the boat, a lot of times they'll swing over and they'll hit a sucker right away. So we want one by the side of the boat where we're bringing those baits in, and then a lot of times we'll tail one behind the boat a ways. You know, we're staying off these brake lines a little ways, and in this 20 to 25 foot mark, there's actually fish cribs that are in this this particular body. So we know where a lot of those are. You know, with the side imaging that we have on today's electronics, a guy can go out and mark a lot of that stuff. A lot of times it's really helpful if you know where that stuff is ahead of time, but you know, most of the times the ones that are going to be productive this time of year, the cribs that are going to be productive are going to be those deeper cribs in that 20 to 25 foot range. So we like to place our boat in about that depth and keep the suckers running over those areas, and then anything that's near shore that might be still hanging that way, we'll draw them in.
So here's the layout. What we're actually doing is we're fishing a brake line. The brake line's about 20 feet, so we're casting up past that brake line as close as we can get, and then working our Bulldawgs off of that brake line. We're in about 20 to 25 foot of water. We have 2 suckers today, and that's really all you need. Anything more than that just kind of gets complicated. So anyways, we're running one off of the side of the boat, and that one is around the 10 foot mark. Just in case we have any stragglers coming in from our baits, you know, we can entice those muskies into our suckers that are right in their face, probably about 10 feet. And then off the back of the boat, we're running one off of a float. There's definitely different ways you can run floats. There's the round ones. Some guys like balloons. Some guys like the thinner ones. Whatever your preference is. But we usually run that one a little bit deeper. Usually running that one, and like I said, we're in about 20-25 foot of water.
we'll run that one about 5-7 feet, a little bit deeper than the one we have on the side of the boat, just in case, you know, there's some muskies that are hanging on that break edge, and they're actually a little bit deeper, and you know, we can go out there and dig those fish up with those deeper running suckers. So that's basically the strategy that we're doing. It's super simple. We're not overcomplicating anything. You know, we're not going out and trying to do anything that's not going to be productive. That was the game plan. You know, let's just fish as much water as we possibly can and be effective as much as we can, and actually it's turning out to pay off. So you know, that's, yeah, like I said, that's how we're doing it today. And you know, if you got the opportunity, go out and you know, work these fall patterns just like we're doing, and you know, sooner or later you're going to connect. So we're gonna pan shoot so much.
Just a little Tom. We can take the bottom of it. So.
He's not. Yeah, come on, swim away. He's just right underneath the boat. He's not doing anything. Solid fish. Big fish. It's the one we want, Dave. It's the one we want. I'm swimming around to the left here. Keep it tight. Yep. Oh, big fish, Dave. Coming around. Oh my gosh.
Keep her snug, keep her snug. Keep her snug.
I can't. I'm at the weight. I'm at the weight. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. Oh man, that fish. Monster fishing in that. Wait, you guys see this fish? We've been out here for a couple of hours, casting bulldogs, dragging suckers. We've seen this fish chasing a sucker before, circle back around, swallowed it, fished in the bag. Super pumped. Where do you guys see this fish? Thick, solid fish, probably a 4-footer. Amazing fall fish. That's why we're out here doing this. Freezing cold. Not cold anymore. We come out here every year. We do this. Tom's a very good friend of mine, and we have an exciting time all the time. We've got a lot of big fish in the past. We've got a for sure. Big giant 48 a few years ago. I'll tell you what, it's a lot of fun. But we're going to get this fish out of the bag and let you see what he got here on this sucker. And I'll tell you what, guys, that's what you got to do, is you got to be versatile in the fall. You got to drag a little meat every now and then, huh, Tom?
Yeah. I mean, we were moving fish on baits. Caught one yesterday on a bait, dragging meat, and it happens.
Yeah.
You know.
Tell you what, we're both out of breath. We can't wait to see how big this fish is. Let's take her out and give everybody a look. Give it a whirl. Oh, there we go. Oh, Danny. Hold on, hold on tight. Big fall beast, everybody.
Big fat fish.
What an awesome fish. Super fat, super
Super solid, yeah. Amazing fight. Just dug. Didn't want to come to the boat.
Look at the size of the build on her. Man, it's just a beautiful fish. We're going to let her go here.
Amazing.
We're going to take a couple snaps. We're going to put her back in the water and let her relax, and then we'll take a couple quick picks.
Look at that. Nice big, wide fish. There she goes.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this week's show. From all of us at Keys Outdoors, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all next week.
Keys Outdoors Muskie Hunting Adventures has been brought to you by Great Clips, the Skeeter Boat Center, Yamaha, reliability starts here, Ingo Coolers, and all of our other KO sponsors. Make sure you like us on Facebook, join our Keys Outdoors YouTube channel, and follow us on Instagram.
Come on.